I allegedly have used artificial intelligence on the past 5 of my uni assessments. I don't know the exact number, it's like 4 or 5. What blows my mind is that I blatantly used AI on my assessments and I've gotten away with it. So one of my assessments was like a portfolio. One of them was like a reflection where I had to reflect on each week's work. And I'll break down what I did. So I used Claude AI. I gave Claude AI the assessment task. Hopefully no one from my uni is watching this. Yeah. So I gave Claude the assessment task details. I told it what to do and it just did it. I gave it the information. I copy and pasted the content from my university. Allegedly, again, this is all allegedly. Again, this is just fictional. I'm not actually doing this. I'm just saying allegedly, right? If I did this. I allegedly copy and pasted all the content from my uni's work, from my course. I'm doing a Bachelor of Psychology. And I gave it to the AI and it spat out a response. Now look, the response it gave me, it had M dashes and it had, and I told it like, hey, write it as if I wrote it. Write it as if a first year Bachelor of Psychology student would write it. I had a look through, I didn't even read through what it gave me. I want you to understand this. I did this night before the task was due. I didn't even look through. I didn't read every little thing that it spat out. All I did was that I looked at it, I was like, this looks decent. I copy and pasted it, I submitted it, and on what the highest mark I've received is 88. And the reason I got 88, I probably should have got higher. The reason I got 88 was because I submitted it late. I submitted it a day late because, and the reason I submitted it a day late was because when I completed these assessment tasks, these were like 2 months ago, 3 months ago. I didn't really I was thinking of switching degrees, right? So I was like, dude, I'm just gonna do these fucking assessments and that's it, bro. I'm just gonna submit it, and because I was thinking like, I'm probably not gonna do this degree anyway. I wanna switch. Now things have changed a bit. But at that time, I was like, I'm just gonna get this shit done. And like, I don't care what marks I get. I don't care if I fail. I'm gonna get AI to do it. And then that's it. And surprisingly, I would have thought for sure, like I was taking the piss, really. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna submit these, like I'm just gonna get AI to do this and submit it. Boom, that was it. And then I got the results back for one of them. It says 88%. What? I got 88% without thinking. All I did I told AI the task details. I pasted in the content that would be relevant from my uni, like tutorial, like from the slides and information they give, like the content. And I just told it, hey, just do this, please. And it did it. And the AI fucking did it. And I got 88. So the professor sat there, read through this information. It's like, oh my, Nathan's a genius. How has he done this? Oh my word, I'm gonna give him an 88%. This is fabulous. The way you've structured everything is perfect. Like I read through the feedback and it was like, oh, the structure's good. And the way you've articulated this is... I didn't even write that, boy. I didn't even write that shit. That's all Claude, baby. It's just crazy because I remember when I first discovered AI. I remember when I first used AI and I was in like... It must have been, I think it was like year 9 or like it was year 8 or year 9. And this was when, so I used ChatGPT. I don't remember the very first time I used it, but I was mind blown probably. But I remember when ChatGPT allowed you to upload files, right? So what happened? No, I think this was before then. I'm getting it mixed up. But I remember I was in English. I believe it was English, and I had a closed passage. This must have been year 7, year 8, so I was probably 14 maybe, let's just say 14 years old. I was 14 years old, sitting in English class. I had a closed passage I had to complete. I didn't really know how to do it. Oh no, I could do it, but I was struggling a bit, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna paste this in ChatGPT, and let's see if it's smart enough to do it. So I had the Google Doc, closed passage. I copied the entire thing and just pasted it. And like the formatting was all off, and I was like, oh, ChatGPT might not understand it, because like when I pasted it, it was all over the place. Then within about like 10 seconds, probably less than that, ChatGPT just gave me like, yep, these are all the answers. And I was like, I was genuinely, my mind was fucking blown. I was like, holy shit, I don't have to do any work ever again. That's how crazy it was to me. My mind was fully blown. And now fast forward 3-4 years, fast forward half a decade, and this shit is doing my entire uni assignments for me. And the craziest part is that I'm submitting it, and the lecturers in the tutorial, they don't know. They have no idea. What's really funny is that for one of the most recent ones I submitted, I got Claude to do it, right? And I participated in a study. So I went to the uni and I played Red Dead Redemption for like an hour. And then the person doing the experiment was seeing like how they were like an honors student or like a master's student in their field. I forgot what field it was. I think it was like physiology, whatever the fuck that means. Audio, I don't fucking know. But basically, they were doing an experiment. They were tracking my eye movements when I was playing Red Dead Redemption and seeing how well I read like the captions, because like there were captions in the video game, and they were seeing, like, I guess they were doing an experiment to see if I'm reading the captions or if I'm paying more attention to playing the game or something. I don't know, something like that. And in the ChatGPT, so I had to like reflect on it. So then they wanted me to fill, like, part of the assessment, I had to fill out this like table. And part of the table, it says, you completed the Red Dead Redemption gaming experiment. Or it said like, you participated in it. I was meant to say I participated in it, but then the AI said you participated in it, and then I submitted that. And then the person marking it like highlighted it and like commented on it, but they didn't. Hello?
Hey, is this Nathan?
Yep.
Hey Nathan, this is Chelsea calling.
All right, back to the video. Yeah, so the professor highlighted it and said like, you said, I don't think they commented on it, but they just highlighted it to say like, what's going on here, buddy? But again, they didn't suspect me of AI. They didn't suspect, even though it literally says you completed, like I was meant to change that. Like ChatGPT hallucinated a bit. It was meant to say that I did this study. Like it was meant to, I don't know if I'm explaining this very well, I'm not. But basically it was meant to say the experiment name that I participated in, and then I was meant to write, I participated in this experiment and la-di-da-di-da, and I was meant to explain it. But then ChatGPT said, you participated in this experiment and you did this. It was meant to say I did that because I'm writing in first person. And I guess they saw that. They were probably a little bit suspicious, possibly, but then they just let it off. I did do good in that assessment. I got like 60%. And the reason I got 60% as well is because I was meant to submit a video of me explaining it, but I wasn't asked to. I wasn't asked. I was like, dude, I don't want to do that. So I just didn't. So yeah, I got 16. I got, like 60%. The good thing though is that right now I'm thinking of just sticking with psychology. I changed my mind. And the first year doesn't matter. It doesn't count towards honors. So none of my marks really matter. I'm still in the course. I'm still good to go. So in the next semester, I got to actually try. But yeah, so what I was explaining is that I remember in high school. So if we go back 2-3 years ago, I would use AI, but I would read through it and make sure that like it actually knows what I'm saying. And I would use it sort of, I remember doing economic exams, doing legal studies exams, and I would ask ChatGPT, give me policies to use. Give me economic policies that relate to the Australian versus the Chinese economy. Or I would ask, based on legal studies, I would say, okay, I want you to give me sort of legislation that relates to this topic. For English, I want you to analyze this quote and give me the analysis behind it for English, right? Or can you please summarize the first 3 chapters of Macbeth? Shit like that, right? Excuse my language. Sorry. I would use it for stuff like that. And again, there would always be that second, I would always review the information that the AI is giving me, that ChatGPT or Claude or whatever. I would review the information that the AI is giving me. Nowadays, for the past 4 assessments, dude, I did not read jack. I did not read any of that shit, dude. So what I've proven, I'll just talk about one assessment task. So I had to reflect on every week's work. Like whatever I learned during that lesson that week, I had to reflect on it. I had to say like, oh, this is what I learned, etc. So what I did is that I copy pasted all the content for that whole unit, for that whole class, gave it to AI. I told AI, okay, I gave AI the template because they gave the university, they gave me a template for the reflection. It was using Adobe Express, whatever the fuck that is. Excuse me, like I'm gonna swear, dude, it's a free country. And so yeah, gave AI the content, gave it the instructions, gave it the template for the reflection. It knew the questions I had to answer, and it just did it. So it proves that AI can read all the content, AI can look at the questions, and AI can give the response to the questions using that content. And again, AI can do way cooler, way more interesting, complex things. It's insane. It's insane. Because I know for damn well every single student at a university is using AI. It's just facts. It's facts, man. Every motherfucker there is using artificial intelligence. And it just made me think, wow, I've just blatantly used AI and I've gotten away with it. Because the university's like, well, we use Turnitin, and if you use AI, we're gonna get you, we're gonna track you, we're gonna find you, and we're gonna fuck you. We're gonna fuck you in the ass if you use AI. Motherfucker, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm patiently waiting. They can't. They can't. It's insane. It's insane. Because like, what even is uni anymore? Like, uni is like, oh, you go there and you learn. Motherfucker, I'm not learning. The AI is learning, not me. I'm just telling it what to do. Crazy. Wow. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. It's wild to think about. And I mean, I'm not complaining, dude. If AI can do all my assessments, dude, I'm a happy man. Who wouldn't be? Oh wow, my battery's like about to die. Fuck. Alright, let's just wrap it up soon. I'm gonna wrap it up. What we've learned today is that AI is getting better. And if you've been scared to use AI on your uni assignments, you can. You fucking can. And take it from me, because I've used AI in the most blatant. All I did, give AI information from the assessment. Ask AI to complete the assessment. And then I ask AI, make it sound like I've done